Now that's all very well for addition. We can also use a whole stack of other combined assignment operators to do similar things. The addition combined assignment operator will take a number, whatever the number of the value that the variable has, and then add whatever we put to the right of the combined assignment operator to the existing value of the variable. This one, the combined subtraction operator, does a very similar thing, except that it takes whatever number we specify away from the value of the variable. The multiplication, of course, multiplies the value of the variable times whatever we specify to the right hand side of that operator, and then returns that to the variable. Similarly with the division combined operator here. The modulus combined operator does the equivalent for modulus and exponentation. Here are some examples. Whatever a is set to begin with, now it's 7 less. And then on the next line, it's 10 times itself. And then on the third line, we divide it by 2, and whatever the remainder is, that's the new value that we give to the variable a. So these are the numeric operators, but now we move on and take a look at another set of combined assignment operators, and these are the string ones. So here is the combined concatenation assignment operator, and the repetition equivalent as well. We take a look at some examples of the use of those. A here, the variable a, has an existing value. And then in the first line, we add some extra text to the value of the variable a. And then in the second line, we take the value of the variable a, lay it out 5 times, all run together, and then we return that value, whatever we end up with, and that's the value of the variable a. There are a couple of other operators we should have a look at, and these are the increment and decrement operators. And now it gets even conciser still. We've seen that just by using the standard operators, as in the first line, we're able to take the value of a and add 1 to it, and make that the new value of a. We can see also that we're able to do that using considerably less text here by using the combined assignment operator. However, just in the case of the number 1, we're able to do this in an even more concise way. We're just able to say a plus plus, and that's the increment. And the increment here is able to add 1 to the value of whatever the variable is and set that as a new value. Should draw a distinction here between post and pre-increment operators. We can put the 2 pluses after the variable name, or we can put them before. Let's have a look at what the difference is when we do that. Let's set our variable a again to 50, and we try saying print a plus plus. And we're going to save this as increment.pl and move over to our command prompt, and we're going to run that script. Surprisingly, we get the number 50. Now you might think from looking at these 2 lines of script here, that since we've added 1 to the value, we should be getting the number 51. Well, the difference between the pre and post increment operators is that this one, the post increment operator, is, as its name suggests, executed after that line of code is evaluated. If we put it before and return to our command prompt, we'll see that the increment is done just before the entire line is evaluated. So the number 51 is passed to the print function. This may seem like unnecessary complication, and it's not strictly necessary for getting the job done. But you'll find these very handy as we move through the course Just for now, it's enough to take note of them and to be aware of them, because you'll probably see them in a lot of Perl scripts if you look at other examples. And so it's important to take note of them, be aware of them, even if you're not using them straight up. We can also use the decrement operators, and these do exactly the same as the increment operators, except instead of adding one, they take one away. The post and pre work in exactly the same way. So if we say a minus minus, that decrement is going to take place after whatever the statement is has been evaluated. Whereas here, the first thing that happens is that we take 1 away from the variable a. And then we execute the whole statement, whatever that happens to be. So those are an overview of the basic Perl operators, and we've now looked at some of the basic building blocks for putting together Perl scripts.